What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Redcat Live, episode 142 to be exact. You know who I am. I hope you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, my name is Oscar, and I got a special guest today. He's back for the second week in a row because I wanted to make sure you memorize his face, and you can establish that we're not the same person, even though we kind of look very similar. But Jacob, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for coming on the show again, spending some time with us. I know that we've had quite a bit of information that has kind of come up and a lot of questions being asked, especially to the general public, because we finally announced that the pre-sale for the Bed Dancer is official and it's out to the public, not just the group, right? Yep. Primarily when we first launched last week's pre-sale of the Bed Dancing mini truck, it was a soft launch, primarily only catering to Redcat Live as well as the actual Lowrider group. We wanted to gauge and see if we can kind of work out any kinks or problems that we might have getting people into the group, and any kind of headaches that we might be causing ourselves in that fashion, so to make sure that we can kind of stay on top of it. So of course, this week's episode is doing a couple of things. One, we're going to recap the Arizona Supershow that just happened this last weekend. We're going to give some folks some flowers and also take a look at this video that I created highlighting some stuff that happened that day. Secondly, we're going to go over some very basic questions that have been asked over and over again when it pertains to the Bed Dancing mini truck and what to expect within that program and the pre-sale. So don't go too far. We got quite a bit of information we want to throw at you guys, but primarily we're just happy that you guys are here. As I mentioned before, if this is your first time here and you don't want to miss out on any future episodes pertaining to Redcat RC related stuff, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. And like always, man, let me know where you're watching from. We always appreciate being able to go back and see it. And also want to know when the last time you had a taco was. That might have been my question, but no one else's. Let's say what's up to some of the guys that are already in the chat that already are saying what's going on. So let's say what's up to Ken Piltner. What's up, Ken? How are you, man? Thank you for stopping on by. Art Hopper, man, back in the house again. Thank you as well. Anthony England's here. Bobby's RC Garages all the way from Anchorage, Alaska. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. The man's got some amazing garages that'll set apart your scene from anyone else's, regardless of whether you're in the 110 scale scene or the 118 or 124 scale scene. He's got you covered. So make sure you check him out at rcgarages.com. Big RC Garage, man, what's going on with you? Jeremiah Barehand, how are you? Saw Redcat at the Arizona Supershow. It was fun seeing him there. Who is him?
I believe it's you, man.
Was Mr. Redcat there?
I think you're a piece of Redcat, man.
No, they're talking about Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be Aaron. It wasn't me. I was everywhere. Anthony England, man, what's going on? He says Phoenix is in the house. I love it. Lanil Trammell, what's going on with you, man? Neil from IMO's in Ferguson just pre-ordered his truck. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that. I'm guessing the behind the scenes Bed Dancer stream isn't starting this Wednesday. No, Art, it's not. Like I said last week, we're going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to try and do it after they wrap up the Reefs RC live stream to make sure that we can get everyone in there. This show that we're going to have tomorrow, for those people that are already in the group, tomorrow will be the last day that we have it on Thursday, and at this time it looks like it'll be every Wednesday before we go live on Redcat Live here. So that'll be something to look forward to in the next coming weeks. Madrigal Custom Turntables, what's going on from the 831? Thank you for stopping by, brother. Nefdog 45 is here as well. Jeremiah says he saw Redcat at the Arizona Supershow. I appreciate you, man. John Michael Charron, man, what's going on, brother? Thank you so much for saying what's up. Appreciate you as always. Anthony England, can we get a Yoda too for the mini trucks? Dude, listen, I want a Yoda. I want an S10. I want a Prius with the back half cut off. Make it happen, bro.
All right, I'm taking notes.
Take notes. You know. I want a Chevy. I want a Mordor Nova. With the back half cut off with the El Camino bed on it.
I've seen ones where it's like dual axles and they have two beds going at the same time.
No. You know what I want? I want that Australian Holberg El Camino version car. You ever seen that one?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's like a GT. It's like a G8, but with a bed. You never seen one of those?
No.
They're bad, bro. Huh. They're bad. If you know what it is, educate my homie for me, please. Vincent Payne, what's going on with you, man? Modesto Anguino, representing Ohio. Thank you so much for stopping by. Luis Dizzle Adventures. What's going on with you, man? Playing with stickers. Hello from Monster Graphics. Monster Graphics is in the house, man. Appreciate you and the hospitality this weekend. You guys were awesome. Dre Day representing Milwaukee. I love it. Christopher Adam Cortez. What's going on from El Paso, Texas? I love it, man. Texas is represented in the house. It's always good to have you. Auto Plaza Fresno. Taco was today and was carne asada. Hello from Fresno, California. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that. Taco was today as well. Al Pastor, for the record.
Oh, nice.
I was able.
Adobada?
No. I mean, it was good. It was fire. Had a little green salsa on it as well. Nice. Pretty good stuff. One of the best things I saw at the Lowrider show was a taco truck that says, "Don't ask me for no cabbage, don't ask me for no hard shell, and don't ask me for no pico. We don't do that here." And I was like, that's my kind of taco
Just put it
truck.
on a business card.
Right, exactly. Dre Day, man, why does the truck say delivered already? So, guys, any of you guys that have pre-ordered the bed dancing mini truck, obviously it goes through our system. You guys get confirmation emails. Nothing is being shipped at this time, but you might get fulfillment emails, meaning that your order's been fulfilled. That's only because at this point we're not sending anything out up until the truck is done. But rest assured, ignore that email, but don't ignore the ones that give you your information on your order, because you're going to need that if you want to be added into the group, and we'll get over all those details here in a little bit as well. Daniel Jackson, Scottsdale in the house. Nelson Kerr, all the way from Pennsylvania. Michael Barnett Jr. says, what's going on from Turlock, California? This bed dancer looks pretty dope. Since the crawl scene has withered away, I might have something new. Keep RC's fun, says S10. S10.
Just going to keep on hand. Do
I'm
that.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yep. Art Hopper says a Mazda B series would be nice. Hi, can you do an 86 Nissan truck? That's another one right there.
Just add on.
You keep adding. We'll make it happen. But no one has said a Ranger.
A Ranger?
I'm just saying. I'm so happy I didn't hear Ranger for once. And of course, someone says, make a 95 Ford.
There you go. just right when you said that.
Now, to be fair, that was for the Ascent 18, but still.
Oh, okay.
Holden UTE is the name of it, was the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. I got to look that up.
You got to look that bad boy up. It's legit. It's pretty cool. You know, the motorheads out there, they call them petrol heads in that area. They throw these big, like, I don't know, 600 cc type of, you know, big block, you know, like maybe 454s bored over, you know, to a 500 with blowers on them. And these things are so cammed that when you're stopped at a stoplight, it's like half a revolution of tires just at idle. And these things just have full-on burnout. Sorry, didn't mean to get going. But Jack Jones, what's going on with you, brother, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Representing Dallas Block Boys. Always good to have you. William Barthel, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Art Hopper says we need a Unimog bed dancer.
I see a short bed C10 in there.
Yeah, short bed C10. Yep.
Love C10s.
Absolutely. OBS Ford, someone said as well. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, guys, you know, we got a lot of information. If you're here for the bed dancer, let's kind of get that out of the way. Let's get some of those things answered. For those of you guys that were at the Lowrider Supershow this last weekend, bear with me. I got a video to share with you guys with some highlights, and we'll make sure to get to that here shortly. So let's start off with the nitty-gritty.
All right.
Last week, as I mentioned, we launched the pre-sale of the bed dancing mini truck. It's going to be a licensed Nissan D21 hard body, single cab.
Single cab.
Right, guys. I mean, I'm even going to give you guys a little bit more information at this point. It is static suspension, but that static suspension is adjustable. Right.
Yeah. Quick and easy, adjustable with a screw. You're able to access it. Quick and easy.
You're going to be able to open up the hood on this bad boy. Throw in a 2mm in there and crank this bad boy down to lift and lower it to your desired ride height.
And same thing with the rear. You go and pop the bed to stage 1 or so, and then you're able to access the screw to go in just the rear.
That's been one of the biggest questions. Is it going to have hydraulics all the way around? No, we're not planning on it. Do we suspect that some of you guys are probably going to do something in the future? Quite possibly. One of the main reasons why we're doing this, and we'll get into really high detail inside of the behind the scenes group, is the fact that A, space, and B, the amount of channels that we're already using for the bed, because I'm allowed to say this, it's going to be a 4-zone
bed. 4-stage. Yep.
So it's a 4-stage Z-rack that this bed's going to have.
And we wanted to go scale with this, and doing so, we had to give up some room. Like, it's wall to wall in terms of how much stuff is inside this body. And later on, you guys will see that if you're a part of the group.
Right. So, one of the primary things is if you guys choose to do your pre-order now, what you're going to benefit from pre-ordering now is having access to this group where you can actually have fun with us in this group and potentially help mold what we're calling the Founders Edition. The Founders Edition is a truck that's only going to be available to those people that pre-ordered, as well as select dealers that are involving themselves in this program as well. So you have months to pre-order. You don't have to pre-order right now. But if you want to be a part of the voting scene, to be able to potentially vote on how this truck can look, what this truck might finally have, is it going to have chrome? Is it going to have a chrome frame rail? Is it going to have paint? What color? All of those little tidbits as we grow, and you want to have the history given to you of where we started and where we're at right now, because we're way further ahead than the images we've been sharing with you guys. But
We're
we
like
can't
5
tell you guys.
iterations in?
Five
Yeah.
iterations in and 3 years into this project. So there's quite a bit of stuff that we need to catch up on for those people that want to be involved in the group. So for all of you guys that say, hey, listen, I'm on the fence, I don't know if I want to do this, dude, stay on the fence. It's okay. It's not a big deal. You don't have to jump in. But if you want to have fun with us, $100 in pre-ordering your product gives you access to have fun with us in that group setting, where you can have live Q&A with myself, Jacob, and some of the other engineers talking about this product and being able to see how we progressed and where we are now, because we're going to be taking the body off, showing you guys all kinds of things in the coming weeks and months. We have quite a bit of time to kind of navigate these things, and quite a bit of time before we actually make that official order to the factory. So there's a lot of things that we're going to be talking with you guys in the coming weeks inside of the group. So again, one of the caveats to pre-ordering is that you can wait until the standard wood comes out if you don't want to be a part of that situation. Now, the price right now is $100 to pre-order. What is the final price? That's what everyone wants to know, Jacob. What's this thing going to cost me?
We can tell you no more than $700.
And the reason for that is because there's a lot of variables that are still in play. This vehicle could easily be somewhere in the $500 range. It could easily be in the $600 range, but no more than $700. And the reason why we say that is because there's a lot of variants that come into play for you, the community members that are going to help us navigate the Founders Edition.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, like paint.
Right. Like we mentioned just
like
earlier.
Chrome bits. Just going over exactly what, or gauge what people would want within the group. And yeah, that's going to have a drastic change of the price.
Right.
And again, no more than $700.
Right. No more than $700. And like Jacob mentioned, and I mentioned even earlier, whether we choose to chrome the Z-Rack, whether we choose to chrome the frame rails, whether we choose to chrome suspension parts, whether we choose select electronics, whether we choose, specific paint, wheels, tires, all of these things are going to change and alter the price point a little bit. And so right now our main focus is the Founders Edition, and of course the Standard Edition will follow afterwards, and more information will be available to people as we get closer and we make the orders on those. But of course there's no voting, there's no decision making on those models. Those of you that want to participate and be a part of the behind the scenes group and kind of geek out with us, so to speak, in the RC world, that's how you're going to want to do it. You want to pre-order and join the community so that we can have fun with you guys and give you guys the full history of that product and be a part of what's going to mold this product into what it is. So I know that there was a lot of misconception, like, dang man, it's $100, but it's going to be $700 at the end.
Yeah.
No. It's going to be no more than $700. It could be less.
And the $100 is towards
correct
the final price.
Exactly. So that goes towards the actual purchase of the vehicle. Your money is not to buy access to the group. Your money is to buy and pre-order your vehicle.
It's just a benefit that you get the behind the scenes and be a part of, the decision making, or some of the decision making aspects.
Just like if you date me. The benefit of dating me is that we're probably going to go eat tacos pretty often. But you're not paying to date me. You're paying me so that I can keep taking you out to keep
Eat
buying
tacos.
you tacos.
Yeah.
Does that make sense now? I hope that makes a little more sense. All right. So guys, as mentioned, a couple things that are variables. The standard one, people want to know, well, what's the standard one going to cost? Well, right now we're telling you guys about the same because we're not there on that one yet. although the bone structure of the product has been already created and tooling is being made to make this product happen, we have not decided on colors on it, and we've not decided on a lot of little tidbits for the standard edition yet, because we really want to see what this Founders Edition is going to look like at the end of the day, right? So we went over pricing. We went over the fact that yes, it's going to be adjustable static suspension, which is kind of weird to say, but you get what I mean, right? The one thing, as Jacob had mentioned, our decision in making this vehicle was to really kind of lean more towards making sure that it's really scaled to its real predecessor. So the wheelbase is 3 millimeters within spec of what the original one-to-one version would be. So the wheel base, the width, this truck is going to be the truest scale to a 1/10 scale of its real version that we've ever made with any of our products in the past. So that was one thing that was really important.
Yeah. A lot of details,
right,
in terms of the scale.
And some of the details inside of that when you're making the Z-Rack was to do what?
To make it as clean as possible, so the servos are hidden as much as possible and giving pretty much everything in terms of, you know, the look and overall appearance of the car. Because the last thing that we want is, you know, servos just hanging out, you know, being exposed. We wanted to give the true scale aspect of the vehicle and give it justice.
Right. So when he's creating that Z-Rack, you know, he's obviously creating a form of channels and things to be able to hide wiring and hide the servos within and not keeping them exposed.
Yep.
Right?
The wire routing on this thing is pretty crazy. We went all out for it.
And that is why it's taken 3 years to get us to this point. And molds of that plastic had to be made. Of course, we've talked about it on last week's episode. People like the amazing folks that are already building these mini trucks are doing such a badass job on it. It's so sick. All the folks in the 808 in Hawaii that have been literally just a wealth of knowledge on how they're making these things just look so amazing and beautiful. They're true one-off works of art. Jeffries, the GOAT himself, he has his own version that he's making. And again, it's an amazing one-off piece of art that is going to just, you know, really blow everyone out of the water. We have to create something that can be mass-produced, manufacturable, and work over and over again, you know, in that way. So, you know, obviously there's a lot of things that we have to think a little bit more outside the box for longevity. Using aluminum to make the Z-Rack may not have worked for us to do so. So, you know, molds have to be created to create parts.
And also price point too, because the more you go and add on like aluminum, let's say, then the price is just going to keep on going up and up and up. So that's also another aspect that goes and drives the details or the decision-making process for that. Right,
and we've had a lot of folks say, hey, listen, if it's $1,000 and it has everything that is available and can be made, I want that. Like, cool, but that's only like 2% of the population. Everyone else is already complaining about the price point that it is. So, you know, we have to kind of have a give and take.
But a happy medium.
Right, but at the end of the day, there is absolutely no shame in saying that flowers need to go out to all the amazing builders that are out there that are already building, that are in our lowrider groups, that have been building for years out in Hawaii, and people that have just this amazing sense of art like Jeffries that really has done amazing things with his products in the past already and is truly, you know, a master in his craft. So we're not trying to take anything away from anyone in that sense. We just want to try and make something that can be, you know, manufactured in a mass quantity for a lot of you folks to be able to enjoy. So, you know, big shout out to everyone that's already done that and has been doing amazing things with that. Man, my hat's off to you guys. You guys have done so many amazing things, and by all means, man, you guys deserve all of your flowers in that sense. We understand, guys, that at the end of the day, not everyone's going to be happy. Out of, you know, the 400 and some odd orders that have been made already in just 1 week, we've only had 3 people decide that they didn't want to be in the group and wanted a refund. 2 of them said, I didn't know what I was buying. I just thought you guys had something new and I wanted it. I saw $100, so that was fair. But absolutely, if there's any single one of you guys that is in the group and thinks, you know what, I've thought about it, it's not me, reach out to us. We'll be happy to give you a refund and get you guys out. If you guys want to be in the group and put your $100 in to pre-order your vehicle and you want out, you do have that option up until we make that order, which should be later in this year. So we'll let you guys know when that cutoff time is coming up. And if you don't want to hear about the mini truck in the future, rest assured that when we get to that point where we make that order, we're going to be blasting it everywhere, because we're going to be giving everyone the last call to action to come on in and make that order. So you may want to avoid or ignore some of the emails that we're going to be sending out to everyone. At the end of the day, the goal is to do a program where we can invite you guys, all of the community members, into a group where we can all have fun together and geek out and really talk heavy into what designing an RC entails, what the tooling is, what the molds are, how many parts does it take to create this product,
the ups and downs of the design process,
the successes and the failures, right? I can't tell you how many times this guy probably felt like throwing the project against a wall, just racking his brain. But these are all the things that we want to share with you guys, and we're going to be going over those things in a chapter format inside of the group. So tomorrow's show that we're going to have with the people inside of that group, it's going to be with Matt Jackson, and we're going to talk a little bit about what sparked the idea of doing a bed dancer and the prototype used to create the first bed dancer prototype that we did here in-house for ourselves. And then what happened after that when they went to sleep for a while and then Jacob got his hands on it. So, we have months and months to fill with content when it comes to that product, and we're going to be sharing quite a bit of stuff as we go. So if you don't want to miss out, then yeah, definitely join us and have fun with us. If it's not your scene, we totally understand and we can respect that, and we hope to see you enjoy RCs in any other realm possible, right? Let's see if we have some other questions that popped up with folks that we might be able to answer while we're in here as well. In light in RC, I'm already in. Are the limited going to be numbered? I love the quality Redcat has been putting out. Again, at this time, we haven't decided if it's going to be numbered. As we get closer to that, that might be something we might vote on as a community. Yep. Some of the things that you're going to expect to vote on in the community, and don't hold me to these specifics, but I'm going to give you examples of what might be things we might vote on. You might be able to vote as a community as we put polls out with things like a poll that we already started, which is when are we going to go live next? And that's going to be on Wednesdays before Redcat Live. At this point, that seems to be the deciding factor. We're going to close the polls this Friday, and we'll decide for sure going into next week. You're going to be able to vote on potentially the color. Potentially, you're going to be able to vote on chrome or gold bits. We're going to be able to vote on potentially wheels. We're going to be able to potentially vote on box art. That's another thing too that could change pricing. If we do, boxes like we did with the 64, that will be a little bit higher in price point compared to like if we just did a regular cardboard box, like we've done with more of our simpler, RCs. So another thing that I keep forgetting that is a variable as well. So keep that in mind, guys. Czar says, when's the last day to pre-order the Founders Edition? We're going to announce that.
It's later on down the line,
but it's probably going to be 6 to 8 months down the line. So you have plenty of time to decide if you want to be in and pre-order your Founders Edition. And we're going to do a last call, post, and send emails out. So trust me, we're going to make sure that no one misses that opportunity in the future. RC Bettina guy, so $699.95. I mean, we've seen what you charge for painted bodies, bro. Only you would do that, right? William Barthel, what time will you go live every week for the bed dancer? At this time, everyone wanted a PM show.
But they voted for Wednesday.
But they voted for Wednesday. And we can't have a 3:30 p.m. show on Wednesday because it will overlap this one, and we need to be able to have enough to be able to do it. So I would say that we're probably going to do, not this week. This week it'll be tomorrow. And tomorrow will probably be, I think, somewhere around 2 or 3 o'clock tomorrow. But the show on the regular schedule, if by Friday it maintains the same votes that you guys are voting, there's a post that's pinned inside of the group for you to vote. And if it stays on Wednesday, it'll probably be like 1 o'clock on Wednesday. We'll do an hour. We'll take an hour break, and then we'll get ready for Redcat Live, where we'll do the regular stuff that we do with you guys. So I would venture to say about 1 p.m. will probably be the show time for Wednesdays for the behind the scenes bed dancing group. Jesus Vasquez, I don't understand your question, so I'm going to read your question and see if you can understand it and explain it a little better. How is the Founders Edition if we already pre-ordered? Can you elaborate on your question a little bit? I think I might understand what you're trying to say, but I don't understand what you're trying to ask, and I want to make sure I answer your question for you. Let's see. RC Patina Guy, we've mentioned this a few different times on a few different episodes, actually the last couple of weeks on the 63. We hope to see it arrive sometime, I want to say, last quarter. So maybe August, September, maybe-ish time.
Yeah, we're still doing some doing the changes in there, so it's going to take a little bit of time for us to get samples, review it, and get the seal of approval. But
it's still looking pretty good to be available this year. Let's see. Jimmy Reyes, people complain no matter what. I agree. You're absolutely right. It doesn't matter what we do. We're not going to make someone happy. Yeah. And we're at that point right now where we're okay with that. We understand that. And that's why we say, guys, if it's not for you, hey, see yourself out. Let us know. We'll remove you from the group. It's not a big deal. You know, there's no harm, no foul. That's why we left it open for people to be able to get reimbursed, you know, in a timely manner. By no means do we want to make anyone feel like we're trying to pull one over. We just wanted to do something that no manufacturer's done before, which is involve you guys in the decision making, the final decision making to make something that is by us for you.
And give a lot of background information too.
For us, by us. Brandon Eckreich says, I actually caught the live this time, but here from Indiana, man. Thank you for joining on, man. I appreciate you. Ken Pucher says, it's amazing that you are really considering fan feedback and input. Few companies open up their process to the fans. I agree, and I think that's kind of one of the biggest things that I really want to drive in, because I have not seen a single company do this. I've seen some companies vote on, you know, maybe what kind of color would you guys like to see next or something of that nature, but no one really wants to be told what to do next. And we're not doing it in that fashion to allow you guys to tell us what to do, but rather include you in the decision making to make this a very iconic Founders Edition, first edition. So I agree with you. I want to make this an enjoyable opportunity for everyone involved. And as I mentioned, even in the group, there's going to be a 50-50 chance that someone's not going to like when we vote what vote won, and that's okay too. So keep that in mind, that you may not get exactly what you vote for if the votes swing the other way. Yep. You know, one thing for sure you better know is that this election of votes won't get stolen. Supposedly. Can I say that? Oh, geez. All right. Enough of that. I'm done. You guys have a good day.
Just take over.
Yeah. You're up, dude. Oh, man. Fan day satisfaction guaranteed. Can it drive around? Yes, it'll be a fully functioning
bed dancer.
Dancer and RC car. So you'll be able to go forward, backwards, turn right or left. And trust me, it's not going to have a cord going to it like back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
The cord connected to the remote.
You know what I'm saying? You know, a little quick disconnect or something, you know? So yeah, no worries there. Will the bed dancer eventually have different body options like a Mazda or S10? It's really early to decipher whether or not that's going to happen. Let's get through this version, and depending on the popularity of it, might open us up to potentially do more. But great question, and that question was from Eddie Delcor. So thank you, Eddie, so much for that question.
Like I said, just keep on adding to the list. Just keep on throwing them.
Absolutely. Brian Atkins says, I want to be able to hydrojet my own body. So I'm assuming he's probably going to want an option for a body that's unpainted or, you know, of that nature. Definitely something that we're keeping an eye on. And like anything else, you know, we have to have extra bodies when we create something. So I would venture to say that it would be normal for us to offer a body of some sort, but I don't know pricing. I don't know what that's looking like.
The specifics on that, you know, we'll let you know.
Absolutely. Jesus Vasquez, how much? If you haven't seen it, check out the link in the description of this video. It'll take you right to it. $100 gets you to your pre-order on the mini truck bed dancer. And as I mentioned before, and you can rewind and get all the information, it shouldn't be any more than $700 maximum. And there's a lot of variables that can change that pricing. Foreign Sean, what's going on with you, man? Thank you for stopping by. Drop Zone's in the house, he says, or in the building. My apologies. Does it come with a stereo that plays crisscross jump around? No, it does not, unfortunately.
I mean,
but if you
I don't
wanted,
think we can fit that.
right? But if you wanted to, I mean, you can probably come up with something. There's a lot of guys making scale audio stuff that would be really cool to see.
I saw one of the other day at the show. That was pretty
right.
fun.
What's up, Yoshi? Says, what's up, little taco and medium taco? Oh man. Keith King, is the 63 just a body or entire car? It's going to probably be an entire car.
Yeah, it's going to be RTR.
It's going to be a ready-to-run vehicle. And, of course, the bodies will be available like we've done with the previous bodies for those that already have an LRH 285 chassis, the hopper chassis that you find in the 64 and the 59 Impala, so that you can, use them on those.
You can fast swap them.
Does it come with 1/10 scale bottles of Corona? Scott wants to know. No, because, I mean, Modelo's better. Just saying.
Agree. Yep.
And I don't know if we can really scale down the limes, though. That might be a little bit difficult to do.
That'd be kind of difficult.
Oh, man.
The bottle opener, too.
Right. Wayne Trammell, what is this? Anyone? Mini dancing bed truck is what we're talking about. Alex Kaczynski, hi. I'm happy to be a part of the Redcat. Are you guys going to do any more aluminum parts for the RDS? I don't have the right person here to ask that question, but I'll make sure we get Shane back in here in a future episode so we can try to get a little bit more info.
Just yell across the room.
Right.
Shane!
Hey, yo, Shane! You got any RDS parts, bro?
Aluminum parts!
What's up? Aluminum! You got them? No?
It's like the what is the Wedding Crashers?
Let me know.
Mom,
yeah.
Meatloaf!
Mom, meatloaf!
We want it now!
But I'll try and get some answers for you, Alex, in the future episodes. Thank you so much for that question. We're just being goofballs. It's a day. Does anyone make Metal Gears for the 64 because they keep burning out? No, not that I'm aware of. It'd be nice if someone did, though. I agree with you. Are you guys going to be in Albuquerque Lowrider Show? No, we will not be at the Albuquerque Lowrider Show this year, unfortunately. Art Hopper. Oh, and just so you guys know, it is going to come with the LRX6 radio, right?
Yes. It's
same radio that you guys have seen with the Monty and the 64 and the 59. All right. Jacob Veer says, as far as a hydro dip comment, I think he's more or less asking if it's going to be Lexan or hard body. It's been said numerous times, hard body, not Lexan, hard body on the
hard body.
Mini truck. 63 is still going to be Lexan. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Dustin Cooley, what's going on with you, man? All right, guys. So there you guys go. Couple tidbits, little recap on the Founders Edition Bed Dancer. What the program is the pre-order is now open for you to pre-order your mini truck bed dancer for $100. That $100 goes towards the total price of the product. The product's final price has not been yet determined, but it should not be no more than $700. We hope to see it a lot less than that, but there's a lot of variables within the Founders group that are going to be able to vote on the things that the car has or the truck has that could vary the price. If you rather wait to see how this thing's going to turn out, you can definitely do that. You don't have to pre-order today, and we are accepting pre-orders up until we make the final order, which should not be done until sometime later this year, probably the last 2 months of the year or so. So there's plenty of time to think about it. But if you want to be a part of the community for the bed dancer, be a part of deciding factors, be able to vote in a democratic fashion.
There you go.
That's where you're going to want to be. So the benefit of being able to pre-order is that you get to geek out with us in the group in the next coming months as we get closer and closer to making that final order.
You get a little bit of information about the process of making it, you know, the the ups and downs of designing.
Yep. So you are going to be a part of that community if you want to buy or pre-order your vehicle. If you rather wait, please do so. Just wait, no big deal. You can sit on the sidelines and wait to see what the standard one's going to look like, and we can go from there. If you're in the group now and you decide you don't want to be in the group, you do have an option to be taken out and get a full refund up until we make that order, and we'll be making that announcement as we get closer in the next coming months. So we just ask that all of you guys that are in the group, as always, don't say nothing.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be shared with you guys in the next coming weeks and months, and we want to make sure we keep that in lock and key. So I appreciate you guys. That's the information on the bed dancer. If you want more information, make sure you guys rewind this episode and get that info out to you guys. I'm just going to read you guys a quick recap really quick. Are you ready to be a part of history? Redcat proudly presents the world's first ready-to-run RC bed dancing mini truck. We're calling this first edition the Founders Edition Bed Dancer. As we approach the final design phase, we invite you to join us on this exciting journey. This page has been created to allow you to put $100 deposit towards the purchase of the Redcat Founders Edition Bed Dancer, which will be shipping later this year or early next year. As we grant you access into the private Redcat Bed Dancer official BTS behind the scenes group, we will share proprietary information about this exciting product and solicit feedback from you, our community members. The Redcat Founders Edition Bed Dancer will be a special edition bed dancer exclusively available to customers and Redcat dealers who place pre-orders for the Founders Edition. Please make note, Redcat dealers, do not go and place an order. You have an email that was sent out to you guys late last week, and you can also reach out to your representative here so that you guys can get all the information needed and we can get you added to the group as well. While we don't have a final price yet, rest assured the price will not be no more than $700. The cutoff date for pre-orders. Cutoff date is determined when everything is approved for production. We expect this date to be sometime between September and December of this year. We also expect that once we have the Founders Edition Bed Dancer done and in our hands to be able to ship out to customers, the people that pre-ordered, the Standard Edition should be available anywhere from 30 to 60 days after that. So please keep that in mind as well.
That'll be the Standard Edition.
That'll be the Standard Edition, correct. So there you guys have it. You guys have more information. If you guys want more information than that, we do have a Q&A section on the product description. In fact, if you go down to our website, which I'll show you guys really quick right now. If you go down to our website, you'll be able to search up mini truck or bed dancer, and it'll take you to this page. You can add this to your cart, and you have a lot of the information that we already spoke about here today. The information about the exclusive access, community collaboration, and securing your spot as a pre-order, and a lot of Q&A that will help hopefully answer some questions for you guys to help make sure that you guys are making the right decision for yourself. All of you guys that have pre-ordered, we thank you guys so very much. We've been adding you guys to the group. There's been quite a bit of people that are even still waiting as we speak to be added. We're going to add you guys in and get this ball rolling. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We should be going live. I'm going to call it, we'll go live tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. just like we can do Redcat Live, but we're going to do it next week. And then the following week, by tomorrow, I'll let you guys know what the standard schedule is going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, guys? So thank you guys so very much for joining us for that. Now we're going to go full speed forward and talk a little bit more about what happened this last weekend. Francis S., will you guys announce the final price before deadline? Yes, I do believe we should have a final price by the time we make that order, so that we should have that. So thank you, great question. All right, so guys, this last weekend, we headed out to, well, we didn't head out because it's local to us, but we jammed out to Glendale to State Farm Stadium where they had the Arizona Lowrider Supershow. This event is a lot different from the Lowrider Magazine sanctioned show and the Joe Ray show that has been going around, the U.S. This show is primarily an event hosted by lowrider enthusiasts here in Arizona for lowrider enthusiasts from any walks of life. We were very blessed and thankful to be able to have the support of the RC Lowrider community, and you guys came out and showed up and showed out in full force. So I want to take a couple moments and thank a couple folks. I want to thank people like Robert Campbell of Skunks Hobbies for being out there, being a part of the community. Shout out to Frank Gonzalez as well for helping set up and making it happen as well. Straight Up RC was a big part in making some of the buildings that were used there as well, and was a part of setup as well. Corey, I keep forgetting your last name. So sorry for the life of me, but now I'm devoted. So let's make sure. Corey Clark. All right. So Corey Clark, big shout out to Corey. Corey was out there helping set up as well, making things happen. Anthony AU, Backyard Customs, for building some of the buildings that were used as well and utilized. You guys, everyone that was a part of setting up and doing all of that, you guys were awesome. You guys were amazing. Special shout out to Block Boys RC for making the trip out and having fun with us. Big shout out to Chris Mack for being the MC on the mic. He really made it just an amazing event for the kids, for the hop off and everything. We went live. I hope you guys caught that on Facebook. Shout out to Delegation RC. They showed up as well. I got a lot of people that were there that I'm going to not remember the names of. Terry Ray, man, thank you so much. Great meeting you and your wife. It was awesome. And for anyone else that was there and just being a part of it, you guys truly made it a very memorable event. But don't take my word for it. Take a look at this video I was able to cut up with some pictures of video, and then we'll come back and we'll recap.
Myself into, but I think I locked myself into something that I haven't even done yet. Damn, 63.
This is the crack one. That's the blood. Hit that
look. First time working on something like this. We need to see that shit. That's it. I haven't even done this before. Oh, damn. Ring. White wall fell. Look at this.
What's your name? Nico, where you from, Nico? How y'all feel about Nico hopping? How y'all feel about JJ hopping in the head? Give it up for JJ. He a new champion. Oh, man.
All right, guys, what'd you guys think? Was it a hit or what? You know, there's a couple names that came to mind that I also want to take a second to thank. So I want to give a big shout out to Zoom. Zoom, man, you're the man, bro. It was great being able to hang out with you, man. You did some cool things. Zoom is a guy that actually had his pink Monty, and he was hopping. I slowed it down, and you can see, like, he had the whole natural upper ball joint snap kind of a vibe, and his wheel went flying. So thank you, Zoom, for allowing me to film that, man. It was awesome seeing you there. And as well as Bradley Willis, man. Bradley, man, you're the truest triple quadruple OG, man. You're the man. I appreciate you, and I just appreciate being able to be in your presence and hang out with you there. Everyone that I was able to kind of hang out with, I always appreciate that vibe. And I know there was a couple folks that I didn't get a chance to really hang out with that had mentioned, hey, I saw you were busy. If you guys ever see me at a show, stop me. Trust me, odds are I'm probably doing nothing but goofing off with the camera anyways. I can pause to hang out and talk, and it's one of the benefits that I truly enjoy. So big shout out to everyone that made it out, man. Everything was an amazing time. So from the beautiful cars that were there to the hop off that the kids were involved in, it was a good time all in all. So thank you guys for just making it a great time and making it truly about the kiddos, the next generation, right? Instilling a love and passion for the automotive culture, because at the end of the day, we can't let it die on the vine, right? So we appreciate that quite so very much. So guys, that wrapped up that show. A lot of guys are asking, so then what's up? What's next? What's next on the docket? Well, you know, this coming weekend, folks are going to be gathering up for the at the Los Angeles Convention Center, and this next event is going to be the original Lowrider show hosted by Kustom RC Lowriders and Galindo's Kustom RC. This event's going to go down at the Los Angeles Convention Center, and it's going to be held within the original Lowriders show. It's a 2-day event. It's going to be held April 27th and 28th. Should be a great show and a great turnout. Definitely one you don't want to miss. If you want more information on it, there is a link in the description of this video, or you can simply go to originallowrider.com to check it out. At that same show, they are going to have a multitude of awards and stuff like that going on, just like you normally see. Obviously, the show, you got some folks like RC Patina guys involved in it, all things Lowrider, Kustom RC Lowriders, and there's a couple other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head. All right, next one up. This one's a new one on the docket that a lot of you guys don't know about. I was there for the first one. I really am trying to figure out how I can make it to this one, because I want to be at this one. I was there at the first one. I didn't make it last year, and it was a really fun one. But the 3rd annual RC Show and Hop, taking place at the Culture of the Low and the Slow, is coming back to the Pomona Fairgrounds. This is going to be the LA County Fair. This is going to go down Sunday, May 19th, 2024. It's going to go on from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a great event, great turnout every year that I've been involved, that I've seen it happen. This event's in conjunction with Notorious Entertainment. Delegation RC is involved in it as well. If you want more information on this event, you're going to want to reach out to delegation.rcs@gmail.com. You do want to pre-register for this event if you want to be a part of it. They're going to have a multitude of classes. They're going to have kids, hop, first and second, kids modified, dancer. Then there's going to be adult classes for hop, first, second, radical hop, dance, best paint, best custom, best street, best interior, best display, best G-body, best Cadillac, best other, best tow rig, and best in show. Pre-registration is going to be $10 per RC car. It includes 2 admission tickets. So that means you get in free to the fairgrounds with your $10 admission ticket to enter your car. That's kind of a good deal, right?
Yep.
So you want to go to LA, bro?
I mean, I wouldn't be against it, you know.
I'm saying, bro, I really want to do this one. Last time I flew in and flew out in one day. I don't know if work would allow me to do it. I would love to be able to make this one, and I might just drive out for this one and take Monday off.
Like, I want to take Jacob.
Yeah. I might just take it off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you guys want more information, you guys now know it. Make sure you screen grab this image and reach out to Martin Lara. He'll be happy to help you get going. It should be a great event. I'm looking forward to this one. All right, next one up, it's Galindo's second annual RC and bike show. This event's going to happen at 425 College Boulevard, Oceanside, California on June 8th. This event is going to have a multitude of categories as well, from first, second, and third place awards, street, mild, pedal car, stroller, lowrider bikes are also going to be included in the show itself. So make sure you check it out. Galindo's been doing a great job at hosting these events, and he's been bringing it. So big shout out to him. Thank you so very much for keeping it going and continuing to keep Redcat on the map. So keep doing what you're doing, big dog, man. We all appreciate it over here. All right. Next one up, man, it's going to be Valley Lowriders hosting their annual picnic, and this is going to be on August 4th, 2024. This bad boy is going to happen in Harlem Block Park in Weslaco, Texas. Free for all to enjoy. Check out the description in this video if you want more information, as well as the address and location for it. Definitely should be a good one, free to all, so it's nothing but to just show up with your cars and have a good time with. Thank you to everyone involved. It should be another great one as well. Also, one that I almost missed out on, and I want to make sure we bring back up, the RC Lowrider Cinco de Mayo show is going to be going down at Hobbytown in West Allis, Wisconsin. This event does have an event link through Facebook. If you want more information, check out the description of this video. It'll take you to the Facebook page or event page so that you can check out all the nitty-gritty on this one. Great time. Make sure if you're anywhere near, you guys go out, show up, show out. Wisconsin's in the house with the lowrider scene. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm with it. So big shout out to everyone involved out there. All right, the last one, was that the last one? That was the last one. Okay, well, my bad. I got ahead of myself.
All right.
So, all right, guys. I appreciate you guys so very much. You guys now have a lot more information on the mini truck bed dancer and the requisite for it, how to pre-order, what it is more about. We hope that if you have friends that have more questions about it or on the fence, that you guys can refer that to them to this video and last week's video, because we've been talking about it for the last 2 weeks now. And we also did the recap on the Arizona Lowrider Supershow, and now we're going to ask Jacob to fill us in on stuff that we're not supposed to know about the bed dancer that you can't share. What's up?
Okay, I'm out.
Well, that was that. Guys, thank you guys so very much. We hope to see you guys soon. We'll see all you guys in the behind the scenes group tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the bed dancing mini truck group. Your personal live feed will be going on tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure you guys check in, and I will announce in that live what the standard schedule for our upcoming shows are going to be. What to expect on tomorrow's episode. We're going to have Matt Jackson talking to us a little bit about the history on the bed dancer and how we came to be. So if you don't want to miss that in the beginning stages of the first chapters of our content that's going to be shared, you're going to want to be in the group. If it doesn't matter to you, no big deal. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same channel, same ugly face. Taco breath is a must.
I mean, a must, right?
Thank you, Jacob. Peace out.
See you guys.